So let's do a Bank Nifty analysis for the 12th of June 2018. Before we start off with the video, I would like to apologize to you guys since I couldn't upload a video for the past 3 to 4 days. It is because due to a very bad weather in my city, my net connection was down and I couldn't upload or make any videos during that period of time. The problem is resolved now and I hope that this doesn't happen again. So either way, if we move on to the analysis of Bank Nifty today, Bank Nifty opened at 26,566 with a gap up, went towards the highs of 26,656 and then finally closed at 26,607. So all in all, a 153 point change or a 153 point gain in Bank Nifty, and it closed at 0.58% green. So this is a very bullish sign by Bank Nifty today. And today, if we talk about the core performance of the stocks, 10 advanced and only 2 declined. And in the counters of the stocks, we see SBI gaining 3.65%, and that too with a huge volume of 3,13,000. So one needs to check out SBI to see whether further upside movement is left or not. Today's another top gainer was seen in the IndusInd Bank space, which gained 2.53%, and it is also in the zone of 52-week high. So again, let me remind you that whenever a stock is in the zone of 52-week high, there is still a bit of upside momentum left in a stock. So for all those intraday traders, do check out IndusInd Bank and see whether you find a further upside in the stock or not. RBL Bank was one stock which I mentioned a couple of trading sessions earlier, and I told you guys to look at this stock because it had broken the 52-week high I think 3 to 4 trading sessions ago, and the stock is still in the green section, so please have a look at RBL Bank as well. Kotak Bank is new in the category. It broke or is close to the 52-week high zone, and it is gained at 0.55% today. So check out Kotak Bank as well for further upsides. All in all, most of the stocks are in green today, and only 2 stocks which saw a bit of selling pressure were in the private sector banking spaces, like Axis Bank, which fell 0.44%, and Yes Bank, which fell 0.69%. So as per this data, it is quite natural that the Bank Nifty is pretty bullish, but let's look at the option chain data to further evaluate where Bank Nifty is headed. So this is the option chain data for Bank Nifty for the 14th of June's expiry trading session. Now, since Bank Nifty ended at 26,650, our at-the-money options are in the range of 26,600 and 26,700. Now, since Bank Nifty ended positive of 0.58% today, let's look at the call side of the data first. Now, in the call side, what we see is that the highest open interest is still at 27,000 strike. The open interest here is 11,49,000, and the change in open interest is not that impressive, but only 41,000. Although because this has the highest open interest, we will mark this as an important level of resistance for Bank Nifty in the coming 2 trading sessions. In the lower strikes of the call side, we see open interest or the change in open interest reducing. So this is a very positive sign for Bank Nifty, because this is suggesting that the call writers are shifting their resistance on the higher side. So for the time being, 27,000 has the highest open interest, and again this will act as a big resistance for Bank Nifty. Second zone, if we consider as a resistance, then we look at the change in open interest side, which was seen in the strike of 26,900. Here, although the open interest is low in comparison to 26,700 and 800, the change in open interest is quite positive. So this is another level of resistance Bank Nifty will face in the coming 2 trading sessions. Now, if we talk about the put side of the data first, we see the highest open interest at the 26,000 zone. And this is quite natural because 26,000 is a psychological level. The change in open interest here is 1,32,000. So this is again suggesting that this is the maximum level Bank Nifty should fall if it decides to in the next coming 2 trading sessions. Now if we look at the second highest strike, which is at the 26,400 zone, here the open interest is 7,81,000 and the change in open interest is 2,71,000. So this is a very important level for the upcoming 2 trading sessions because of such a high change in open interest. So this is where we will face a lot of support for the coming 2 trading sessions. So if we mark the territory within which we presume the market to trade, then 26,400 on the lower side becomes the support and 26,900 on the higher side becomes the support, the resistance. And if this is broken, only then can we expect Bank Nifty to trade above 27,000. But let's look at the technical charts also to further evaluate where the support and resistance would be seen. So this is the technical chart of Bank Nifty, and I only use 3 indicators like I told you earlier. One is the super trend indicator, the second is the moving average of 26, and the third one is a MACD default setting. Now I generally follow the super trend and the moving average to take a position in the future or the option side of Bank Nifty. Now as per the support and resistance goes, what we saw from the option chain data, there was a huge amount of open interest at the 27,000 zone for Bank Nifty. So we will mark our territory for resistance at 26,947 as per the technical charts to be the second level of resistance for Bank Nifty. The first level of resistance would be seen at 26,757. So if this is broken by Bank Nifty in tomorrow's trading session, then only we might see an upward move towards 26,947. Now on the support side of Bank Nifty's trading data, 26,400 was seen as a huge level of support for Bank Nifty. So this is where we will mark our level of support for Bank Nifty. Now if I shift to a lower time frame, it will be a bit easier for you to understand. So this is what the data is mostly all about. 27,000 or 26,947, 56, and 26,428. So these are the 3 ranges within which we feel that Bank Nifty will trade. Although we do not see a support below 26,428 to be a important level because of such a high open interest. So it's mostly bullish, but if we are a bit pessimistic, then we can take a support for the safe zones of 26,123. So this is another level of support, but mostly this is where the Bank Nifty will trade for tomorrow's trading session, and if bullish momentum comes in play, then we might see 26,947 zones as well. Now let's look at the Fibonacci chart to further evaluate when one should take a position. So if we draw a Fibonacci from the today's trading high to today's trading low, which is from 26,657 to 26,445. Now this would tell us where Bank Nifty would head for tomorrow and where should we book our profits. Now since Bank Nifty was range bound for the past 2 trading sessions, which was today the 12th and the 11th, which was yesterday, it is quite likely that Bank Nifty could trade in the range bound scenario for tomorrow as well. But if it breaks the 100% barrier, which is at 26,657, and we see a lot of resistance here and here, then the first level of Bank Nifty's target would be at this level, which is the 138 level, or 26,733. If this is surpassed, then we can expect the Bank Nifty to head towards 161 level, which is 26,790. So the Fibonacci series gives you an analysis as to where should one book their profits. Although please note that if a substantial gap up or gap down is seen in Bank Nifty, then it is quite expected that Bank Nifty might open above 161.8 or can open below the negative 61.8. So keep a track on Bank Nifty's data and trade as per the profit booking zones. Thank you for watching this video. If you like our contents, please click on the like button and do subscribe to our channel. More such videos coming shortly.